Welcome to Hairstyles by Jay.
Who is Nell Oliver? From the largest landmass in the Bahamas, home of the world-famous bonefish, the island of the mystical Chicharni, Andros Island. This is the island where a young innocent girl born in a meager family upbringing decided to embark on her journey to become an international hairstylist. Nell Oliver is her name. Nell started in the beauty industry at the age of 13, learning to braid and style ponytails in her grandmother's home. But she had much bigger dreams. After graduating, she traveled to Harbor Island, the island where most billionaires reside, with the pink sandy beaches, also known as home of the friendliest people. Nell outgrew her small island community of Harbor Island and took a chance, moving to Nassau to compete amongst the best the Bahamas has to offer. In a short space of time, Nell became a household name in Nassau, the capital of the Bahamas, where 80% of the population lives. This is not the end of her ambition to become an international hairstylist on the world stage. Nell took many courses in the beauty industry locally and internationally, perfecting her craft. She traveled around the United States of America to many hair shows, meeting other celebrity stylists like herself. In 2018, Nell decided to take a leap of faith and compete in the Bona Brothers Hair Show in Atlanta, Georgia, USA. Bona Brothers Hair Show is the largest, most prestigious celebrity hair show in North America. Nell made such an impact coming from the small island nation of the Bahamas, competing on the world stage, that she became close friends to Shekinah. Shekinah is a celebrity hairstylist and reality TV star from the hit show Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. So, what is next for Nell? International stardom? Bahamas to the world, competing on the world stage? Stay tuned.
I love classiness. I'm a classic girl. I just love it. I just love how I can't wait to see this. I can't wait to see it. 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 Oh my God.
Our vision. Hairstyles by Jay will be a full-service beauty salon dedicated to consistently providing high customer satisfaction by rendering excellent service, quality products, and furnishing an enjoyable atmosphere at an affordable price and value point. Hairstyles by Jay will also maintain a friendly, family-oriented, fair and creative work environment which will respect diversity, ideas, and hard work. Hairstyles by Jay will also carry its own brand of high-quality hairline and hair products for a diversified market.
All right, now, ready?
Yes.
Go.
Okay. What?
Ready?
Again?
You didn't say that.
What am I saying? Let's go, Margot. We gotta do this. Oh, God.
This is the last episode.
I know.
Alright, now Oliver, take 300.
You see how much cutting I gotta be doing? This don't make no sense.
Oh, this is the first line. Let's go.
Okay, what first line?
The first line on the thing. Gotta remember.
What thing?
The first line on the.
It's blank. It's nothing there. Yeah.
So let's look at it. We gotta look at it.
Okay. This is the end of the studio life with Nell Oliver. Don't cry. Do not cry. It's okay, because we will be back. Getting very emotional. Yeah, but it's been such an awesome time doing this studio life with Nell Oliver and other friends and co-workers, because this was something new for me. This was something different. When we started out, I was telling the videographer, Margot, I was telling her.
Pick up.
Boop, 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 boop. I was telling Margot, okay, so I'm not gonna talk. I'm just gonna have a voice over the video. She's like, what? I was like, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. She's like, oh no, darling, you're gonna talk. I was like, no. I didn't plan for that. But she came, she made it happen, and I loved it. Like, I enjoyed every bit of it. It brought out another side of me, and it's something that I can get used to, you know, and it's exciting. I enjoyed it. It was fun, just shooting with everyone. But now is the time to say goodbye to all of you guys, and we will be tuning in. That's Margot in the background, yeah. But it was very exciting, and I just loved every part of it. I just loved it, and I'm just excited to know what's next, you know. So I just want to tell everyone to be encouraged. I want to tell everyone to stay tuned, and for the upcoming Studio Life with Nell Oliver Part 2, who knows? We're doing bigger and better things, and that's what it's all about.
Forward. Upward. Onward. Finish it now.
Together. Yes.
Now, like you always say.
Huh?
Nell Oliver, take 110.
My name is Nell Oliver. I am an ambitious young lady. I am driven. I am patient. I am an artist when it comes to being a creative hairstylist. But not just only in the hair field. I've also known myself to do other stuff as being a designer. I've known myself in the fashion field when it comes to clothing. That's just other stuff that I love to do. I am passionate about my work because I love what I do. I am always ready for new challenges, curious to know what lies ahead, but patient. So I am all of the above. I am all around. I am just a young lady who's trying to focus on doing different things and feeling out myself where do I go from here, you know, like what I love to do, because I have a lot of things under my belt. I'm always willing to try new things. I don't believe in settling. I'm that lady who believes in helping and being an inspiration to others. I'm a lady who believes in pushing forward and trying new strategies when it comes to being in different fields. I just love what I do. Because for me, the sky is not the limit. You know, they say the sky is, but it's not the limit for me. But I'm also a people's person who loves meeting new clients and making them feel beautiful about themselves. And that's just one of the things that I love to talk about, which is being an entrepreneur and a hairstylist. I'm that stylist that does what she does best. And that's pleasing my clients.
Now,
yes.
When did you first discover that you had the gift of styling hair?
Oh, wow. When did I first discover? I can recall being the age of, I think it was 12 or 13. Yeah, I started being a braider in school, and it was just something I did for fun, just to make money on the side, you know. And I did a lot of my cousins here first, and I was like, I think I could get into this, you know. So I started at the age of 13 in school being a braider. That's when I first discovered. But eventually I decided to, after I graduate, I moved to an island, and my aunt pulled it more out of me. And she was like, Nell, I need you to slick my hair in one. And it was like, oh my God. Every day she wanted hair slick in one. So I became a stylist after being more pushed into it from being a young girl doing my aunt's hair.
Who believed in your talents, and who was your first customer?
Who believed in my talent?
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I just think my aunt believed in me because she just always wanted her hair done. I don't think that it wasn't something that my family looked at me being like a stylist, because this one wanted me to be a nurse, because I started to go to nursing school. So this one wanted me to be a nurse. And the others was just like, just find a job, you know. But who believed in me was my aunt and eventually my mother. Eventually my mother. She came on board because she needed her hair done, so yes.
So she was kind of against it at first?
I wouldn't say against it. She never really talked much about it, but I realized that she was pushing more for me to be a nurse and not a stylist. But at the time, I didn't know what I wanted to be. You know, I just was doing it for fun. And I realized, and I just, you know, sat and I prayed one day and I was like, what is my passion? I don't even know what's my passion. I don't know what I love to do. But I realized that moving back to the island after that, my hairstylist needed help at her salon, and I only went to purchase something. And she was like, you're Martin and Justina's daughter? And I was like, yes, ma'am. And she was like, can you please ask their parents to help me in the salon to get some of these young ladies out? I was like, what you want me to do? And she's like, just gel up their hair in one. So that was like really interesting, and I was like, wow, I got a job offer, you know, and I was so excited. So that was like my first job in a beauty salon that helped me to bring out the passion that I love to do, which is being a stylist.
So you started doing hair in Harvard Island, right?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
What prepared you to make a leap of faith to New Providence?
Wow, that right there is so powerful. I've had some challenges on the island, and I've always believed in myself that I wanted more. I was like, you know, my family live here. I want to, you know, explore. I want to see different things. I want to go different places, and I just want more. So I decided to move Nassau, moving on faith, to move Nassau and just say, I'm going to try and make it work. So, I mean, to us as island people, we always see Nassau as this big city. So me moving Nassau was not easy at first, but I just made up in my mind that I wanted more. I just felt more in me that needed to come out, and I didn't even know what I was getting myself into. I just made that leap of faith.
So how was it in the beginning?
Moving to Nassau.
Yeah, how was it in the beginning?
It was not easy. There were many challenges where I wanted to move back to the island and getting myself started, seeing that I was from the island and I was up against some very big time hairstylists who've been around for years, who've already accomplished a name in this industry, and me being someone who's just young and trying to get out there. It was not easy. But I've used a strategy where I could have styled my own hair. And what I did was I styled my own hair, and like whatever styles was out, like the latest styles, I've always said, okay, I'm gonna try this and see how this come out, and just go catch the bus and go to like places like the mall and downtown. I went to places where a lot of people were, and that put me out there in the market, you know, and they were like, who did your hair? And I was like, me? You little thing did that? I was like, yeah, you know, so a lot of people will size you up because of how small you are and seeing that you're not from here. But I really pushed myself in this industry, and also going in hair shows in Nassau. I didn't care if I was winning or not. I just wanted to put myself out there, so I use other platforms to push myself and say, okay, just go in competitions to brand yourself, you know, and that's what caused me to be out there more and more. Every hair show that came up, I asked to enter it, and I just started to brand myself.
All right, so let's talk about the hair shows. What was that like? How was that experience?
Oh, the hair shows it was exciting at first, and then it was a bit scary because it wasn't something that I was used to. Seeing, like I said, I was from an island, but I never showed fear. I never showed myself being scared. So even if I was, no one knew. I always had a friend that always encouraged me and was like, you know, Nell, you got this. I got you. We can do this together, whether you win or lose. I'm like, yeah, but there's so much people. Like, it was the crowd that always got me. But my second experience was when I went to the Warner Brother Hair Show, and that was in Atlanta, Georgia. So I put myself among a bigger crowd of people from all over the world who come here and participate in this hair show. And I decided that day that, Nell, I'm gonna go in this competition, and I'm gonna put the Bahamas out there some more, because they always limit us in foreign when we be like, or when they see me walking, they'd be like, where you from? I'll be like, from the Bahamas. They'd be like, oh, you guys from the Bahamas? And we'd be like, yeah, we have Bahamians that can do the same styles that you guys do. They limit us because we don't have a lot of Bahamian stylists.
That live in huts.
Well, they do say that, but yeah. We pushed ourselves, I pushed us a lot too in the industry again, because we had other stylists that did it years ago, and as a different generation coming up, I always believe in pushing us more and further into international platforms. That's how I see it. So it was challenging, but it was a good experience. And what I love about the hairstylists in foreign, and doctors that are hairstylists as well, they talk to you and they break it down to you and they let you know why you didn't win or what you can do differently. So that's the difference with being in competitions in the States and being in competitions here.
Can you share for the audience what's your greatest memory as a beautician?
My greatest memories of being a beautician was me starting out, to be honest. Like I said, it was me taking that leap of faith and trusting the process, because me not having anyone to support me was something I had to overcome, and believing in myself. So that was something that was it for me. That was it right there.
I know everybody is going through that time like, where they feel discouraged, like they want to stop because it gets too hard. But what kept you going?
What kept me going?
Yeah, what motivated you to don't stop?
Yeah. I can say my number one thing that motivated me was prayers. That really kept me going, and that kept me covered mentally and spiritually, because you can do things, physically and spiritually. You can feel like you're to a place where you just want to give up. And there is nothing like when you build a relationship with God and getting to know God, to really strive and push yourself spiritually, that you will understand that you can't do this without God. So spiritually, that's what really, really pushed me, and that helped me in so many ways, because I wouldn't say every day, but so many times I just wanted to give up. I really wanted to, and I just always wanted to go back. But it's like something in me kept saying, you got to go forward. Looking back for you is not an option.
I know your clients are always amazed by their transformations, but how do you feel now when you see the reactions of your clients?
Well, when I see the reactions of my clients, like I feel so alive. I feel so bubbly. I feel that I accomplished something that I needed to for the day. Because a lot of times clients come in and they go through a lot. Not everyone talks to you, or not everyone opens up to you right away. But eventually, a client would get comfortable enough and they would be like, I wouldn't lie, like I really needed this, I just really needed to just change my look, or I just needed to be in an atmosphere where I can feel different, because it's just a lot. So I just love the feeling of making my clients feel good about themselves and knowing that I will see them again. Because when they said, I'll be back, I'd be like, yeah, I got you.
Then, what's something that people always say to you, like everybody would say this one thing, what is that?
Like, can you explain?
For example.
This is one thing that they say to me. Well, what can I say? Because I would get a lot when clients say, because of me transitioning, moving, a lot of my clients think that I'm not stationed here anymore. So when I'm starting to see a lot of people again, and they was like, oh my God, it's the famous Nell Oliver. She used to do my hair. I'll get like feedbacks like that. Or she hot, or like you gotta try out, like stuff like that. I've always got feedbacks like that a lot lately and in the past. Now I don't know if you're talking about something else.
Name a few celebrity artists hair that you did.
I've never done
Or celebrity status.
I never did celebrity stylist, but I've attended celebrities.
So you never did a celebrity's hair before?
No, I've never done a celebrity.
Do you know any celebrities?
Yes, I do, personally.
Personally?
Yes.
Like they're in your phone right now, you would call them?
Yes.
All right, call them on the camera.
I am not calling anyone.
Call them on the camera. Okay, who is it? Who's the celebrity?
Well, my good friend, very good friend, is Shekinah Joe. And we've met during the hair shows. And that's it right now. She always seen me come to the hair shows, and it was this time when she walked past me and she said, you look like Rihanna. I love Rihanna. And I was like, thank you. I'm from the Bahamas, and she's like, oh my God, where? It's like, I'm from Nassau, Bahamas. And she was like, I want to come there. So she came here, a few times, and we hanged out, and we're very good friends. But she always said, Nell, you look like Rihanna. Like, that's my girl.
Can you say something encouraging to the upcoming hairstylists or people who want to do hair but they feel like the business is too oversaturated or,
Yeah, I would say this. Do not limit yourself when it comes to being whatever you want to be, because we have a lot of videographers, we have a lot of everything, nail techs, hairstylists, and a lot of times they say, oh, the place is too oversaturated. And you did. Why would you do that? You want me to look here?
No, look, I know.
Oh, I was pointing at.
I was just talking to them.
Who are you talking to?
The camera.
Yes. So I would say this to a lot of young stylists, young nail techs, anyone that's in this field that's coming up. I would want to say to you guys, do not get discouraged, because if God give you that gift, He said He would make room for you. He would make room for you in ways that you could never imagine. He would bring you among kings and queens. He would put you in the presence of them. Whether they are here, whether they are international, it doesn't matter. Don't limit yourself to just being here in the Bahamas. That's why I've always said to myself, even growing up as a young hairstylist from the island and moving to Nassau, I don't want to limit myself. I'm pushing myself to travel more and being more open-minded to do different things in different countries and legally. Yeah, and just trying to brand yourself and continue to push yourself into doing more and more things. Like, do not limit yourself. Take up more classes. Don't ever stop. Whether you have to, how can I put it? What the word is? You have to make sacrifices. You have to make sacrifices and things that you love to do, and in the end, it will pay off. So do not be discouraged. Do not give up, because this is not the limit for you.